What's cracking, fam? T-Money. Down in the dungeon. I swear to God, it's been 9 months since I've done a video, and not much has changed as far as life in general, I guess. Just a little bit more stress these days, but yeah, I had the itch to do a video because I felt like I kind of cheated you guys when I did my little Terrifier review. So it's just complicated, man, these days, just to find a little bit of time to do a video when there's no one around and no one's bothering me. It's tough. So I got a stack of movies. Kind of feeling the Christmas spirit right now, so I figured I'd do a little collection update, show you guys some stuff that I got in, and just kind of catch up, let everybody know I'm out here still doing my thing. So I hope everybody's having a fantastic Christmas season so far, and yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Alright, let's get into this because I don't have a lot of time. So, also, just wanted to mention one thing real quick. If you guys are familiar with Jim Harold's Campfire Tales, I'm featured on his show this week. It would have been last Wednesday's episode. Great show. Hit or miss sometimes with the stories, in my opinion, but there are definitely some really good ones in the mix. But yeah, I tell a few ghost stories, and it's perfect. They got me in for the Christmas season. So Jim Harold's Campfire Tales, if you guys are familiar with that, you have Spotify or any podcast listening tool, just check it out. It's I think the episode that says Haunted Dolls, the most recent one. So check me out over there on that. So that was a lot of fun to do that. I've done it once before with Jim. Great guy, great podcast. And yeah, I like the first story this week, and then my story's pretty not bad. I think it was pretty good. So stories. All right. So first up, Pulp Fiction. This is the 30th anniversary edition. One of my favorite movies. For a long time, I used to say this was my favorite movie of all time. Not so much anymore, just because I've, really been on the horror grind for the last decade. But great film. Can't go wrong with Pulp Fiction. So, yeah, that's awesome. Haven't dove into that yet. And then we have Creep. This one was a lot of fun as well. This is the new Second Sight Uber edition. Really nice release. So, haven't checked this one out yet. I mean, I've seen the movie, but this release I haven't seen. Pretty good, though. I know there's a new, TV series going on and stuff, but I definitely recall liking the first film and the second film. So yeah, kind of slow paced, but it gets going. Just the dude's creepy, the dude who plays the creep. So I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, there was I forget who put it out, but it was a DVD set, and it was these two films, the Stone Tape and Ghost Watch, and yeah, so this is awesome. 101 Films just put these each out individually. I really like Ghost Watch a lot. Stone Tape, pretty good too. I got to revisit this one. It's been a minute since I saw it, but just classic ghost stories. So yeah, I mean, these are really nice additions. For the Stone Tape, 101 Films presents is 1972 Blu-ray for the first time. Well, yeah, I don't know I guess this one doesn't have a Blu-ray. I think it was a DVD set that the other one was on, but yeah, I remember the Stone Tape being kind of slow, but if you like ghost stories and studies of like supernatural ghost recordings and stuff like that, these are good films. So yeah, Ghost Watch. So really nice. You get the booklet. You get all that good stuff in there too, like super big booklet. So 101 Films, this is like the standard now for all these companies, just putting out like super nice hard boxes, like the limited edition box set. It's like a slipcover isn't suffice anymore. So so I grabbed these a while ago, just from Arrow Video. These are the House by the Cemetery, the art original, and then the standard, or the regular new artwork, newly commissioned artwork. Great film. Love House by the Cemetery. One of my favorite Fulci films for sure. So you can't go wrong with that. I gotta have them both, and then let's see here. We've got Late Night with the Devil. This was pretty good. Yeah, I liked it. I thought that the CGI was kind of annoying in this one, but it was fun. I love the lead actor there who played the TV show host. Definitely captured that '70s late night talk show feel, and I loved it for the Halloween season. It was a good one. Other than the CGI and that kind of crazy shit show of an ending, climax, I guess, of an ending, I liked the film. I liked the pace, and I liked the theme, and the girl was creepy. Great actress, whoever played the possessed girl. So, Late Night with the Devil media book, 4K media book, I think. I'm trying to find the other. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so I grabbed the House by Sorority Row media books. This is the original artwork, and this is some other really cool artwork. So yeah, these are well, they're obviously limited, but I don't know who the company is, Astro Films, but yeah, if you guys haven't seen House on Sorority Row, highly recommend it. Really fun sorority themed slasher movie. Great setting, and just a lot of fun. Classic. So check that out. This is the 4K of The Old Dark House. Pretty cool artwork. I went with this one. I have to revisit this movie. I remember liking it, but it's been so long. I had like the Cohen film Blu-ray edition. So this is everything's fucking HD now. So this is a 4K release as well. So you got to check that out. I'm sure it'll be amazing in 4K. Immaculate. I like this one as well. This was pretty good. Religious horror movie from this year. I definitely enjoyed it. So this is the 4K media book. I have the regular 4K disc somewhere, so I haven't opened that one, but definitely seen the film, liked it. Haven't watched this one yet, just got this in. I'm kind of waiting for the standard 4K to come in the mail because I don't know if this is limited or whatever, but I haven't opened it yet, so I'll probably watch the one I got from Amazon. But I've heard this is pretty good. I heard it's pretty dark for an alien film. It's kind of more like a horror-esque than it is sci-fi, so that's awesome. This one's called The Prowler. I think it's a 50s film. Don't know much about it, but limited to, even these little discs are limited to 1,000, so that's crazy. Yeah, it's all in German, so I don't really know, but probably like a Madman movie from the 50s. Blackwater, remember liking this one quite a bit. Little gator film. This is a cool little excess entertainment, or yeah, that's what you call it. Old school media book, German company, putting out this little standard Blu-ray of Blackwater. Pretty good killer gator film. We got Life Force on 4K. I went with this one. This artwork's pretty fucking badass. Sorry about the glare. But yeah, so stoked on that. It's pretty rad. Alright. Had to grab the art original, of course, for Blood and Black Lace. I paid a pretty penny for this one because I swear these Arrow art original ones, sometimes they just like, it feels like they go out of print before they even hit the shelves of the video store. So this was a hard one to track down. I paid a good amount of money for it, but I had to have it. I love that classic 70s Giallo artwork. So pretty good Giallo film from The King, Mario Bava. I like both artwork covers though. But yeah, so these are actually both out of print, I think, and both going for a pretty penny, but beautiful releases, 4K. So awesome. Love that. This one was pretty good. Oddity. I watched this for the first time like a month or so ago. Not bad. Kind of slow paced. I wanted more of the creature, but I liked it. Pretty good, like revenge type movie. But the ending, man, disappointed in the ending. I feel like the biggest douchebag in the world doesn't get what he deserves in this one, but pretty good. Liked it. Oddity. One of my favorites from this year. I really dug this movie. My brother actually didn't like it at all. And so I was like reluctant to check it out, but I finally did check it out. And I actually really dug this film. Awesome slasher movie. Kind of POV. A little bit too much of like the, following the guy. It's very slow paced. So I read somewhere if you don't have like any patience, you're not going to like this movie. But if you can just kind of like chill out and appreciate for what it is, it's definitely a unique spin on the slasher film genre. And I love the the character. I forget his name now. Johnny, I think. Great new character. I hope to see some sequels for this one. Great kills in this one. Really, really good. That fucking cliff scene, man, that was insane. The yoga kill scene, amazing. But yeah, and then the one sequence where you see Johnny like take off the mask. He's kind of like retarded or something. And he's like playing with this toy car on a keychain or whatever, and really cool effects. His eyes are like dead and glossy and just really cool. Great job. These guys did a great job with the practical effects in this one. I really, really dug this one. And it's kind of like a backwoods slasher as well. The only thing that I didn't love about it is the whole like slow-mo following the killer from the back of his head for a long time. But it's unique. It was just a different kind of film, and I totally dug it, so stoked on that one. Here's another fucking beautiful release. We have the Blair Witch Project. Beautiful second sight. Man, we are so spoiled these days. And I think this is just a Blu-ray, right? Yeah, this isn't a 4K. Fuck Imprint, man. Imprint is so overpriced. If you can get a release from any other company, do it. I think Imprint is like the king of re-releasing Blu-rays with a new hard box and a lenticular cover for like super taxed prices. But then you could get this gorgeous fucking heavy duty release with a huge booklet, you know, multiple discs. Just like so much work went into this release. I think even the director said screw the Imprint release, go with this one. So I love Blair Witch Project. It had been a while since I'd seen it, but I actually don't think I ever saw it in theaters, but I was definitely alive and remember the whole mystique behind this film when it was in the theaters, and everybody was talking about it. And it's just so cool because it was such a unique point in film history that, you know, something like that will never really happen again, where you can completely trick the whole nation into thinking that, or the whole world into thinking that this was real. They did such a good job with that, like just building up the legend and the actors. To me, that's the best part, is like kind of the first quarter of the movie where they're interviewing the townsfolk and kind of building it up. That creepy Mary lady who's describing the witch in the woods laying upon the grass, and just so good, and with the hair on the arms, and Mary is her name. Such a great character actor, not even an actor, just like a real actress or a real human that you would see in some bumfuck town that looks totally creepy, and so good. And that old man who's like, yes ma'am, yes sir, are you religious? Yes ma'am. Alrighty then. Love it. So good. Just so homegrown. Like, this is so good. Sucks that the actors got kind of fucked over in this one. But such a good movie. Just creepy. I always wanted to see a little bit more, but I think it's kind of like the, you know, what keeps the mystery going. It keeps you intrigued, I guess, is not knowing what the witch is, where the witch is, who the witch is, but just some really good, you know, this movie's amazing. The fact that they did what they were able to do on a shoestring budget just make you know, it's all been said before, but I echo all those thoughts because it's incredible. Next up, we have a classic, of course, for the holiday season, Silent Night, Deadly Night 4K from Scream Factory. Don't really need to say anything about this movie. It's good. It's fun. I don't like any of the sequels, really. I should revisit, like, the later ones, like Toymaker, I heard is pretty good. It's been a while, though, but, like, the second movie is ridiculous, obviously. It's just, like, screen for screen cut until the very end, and then you get that cool, like, rogue garbage day scene. But this one was fun. Great slasher from, you know, it's just, to me, it's a Christmas staple. You gotta have it. And also, Scream Factory released a book, a novel of this, so I'm interested to check this one out as well. This is the actual novel of Silent Night, Deadly Night, so that's pretty rad. Alright, we got a couple 4Ks from the legendary 88 Films. You know, a lot of these releases we have from Vinegar Syndrome now too, but I had to bite. Beautiful artwork. And the Beyond classic H.P. Lovecraft, so 4K from, this is brand new from 88 Films. So yeah, I watched the Vinegar Syndrome 4K, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be the same transfer. Maybe not. Might be different. 88 might have done their own thing, but great movie. One of my favorites from the Lovecraft collection. So Stuart Gordon, rather. All right, and these are brand new. We have from 88 Films. We have Eyeball. This is like kind of like our original version. 88 Films web store exclusive. I personally dig this artwork way more than this. This is kind of like the generic version. So you have to order the web store exclusive, obviously, from 88 Films website. But yeah, I remember digging this movie. Joe D'Amato. Not one of my favorites. Definitely like Anthropophagus a lot more. Sorry, this is Umberto Lenzi, not Joe D'Amato. But yeah, so I got to revisit this one because I'm rusty on everything about it. But we'll check it out, 4K. I'm sure Severin will probably pop that out down the line pretty soon here. Kind of a tendency for Severin to grab those Italian Joe D'Amato, Umberto Lenzi films and put them out after 88 Films. They've done it quite a bit. So I watched this one the other night for the first time. This is the Out There Halloween tape, WNF Special 2 from TerrorVision. There were some scenes in this that were kind of funny and entertaining, but I definitely like the first one a lot better. It just didn't really take off for me. Like, I was hoping something creepy would happen, like in the first one where they go to the haunted house, but nothing really. It was just basically a bunch of like commercials, essentially, which is fine, but it wasn't great. I don't know. I didn't love it. If you guys have some thoughts on that one, let me know. I just brought this out because I watched this recently too. So there's the first one. And then we have a couple our original Arrow Video Basket Case Classic. I just whipped these out. These are the 4K editions. Art original. New cover artwork. So yeah, fucking right, dudes. Basket Case Classic. A New York City classic. Kind of like Maniac. It's got that real grimy New York City feel. 42nd Street feel or whatever it is. So I grabbed this one. I've been grabbing stuff. Shout out to Brother Belial. Really cool indie boutique media company. I've been trying to support them because they're appreciative and they're small scale. And I'm really about like mutual respect these days. And I feel like, I don't know, man. I don't want to really get into shit, but I don't know, like, if you don't show love, I'm not going to show love back. It's kind of like a mutual thing if I'm spending boatloads of money. And so, I've just been going where I feel appreciated. I don't know if that's just like an insecurity thing, like a need to be fulfilled in some sort of weird, fucked up way. But Brother Belial, super appreciative of my purchases. Small company, trying to get up off the ground. Unfortunately, a lot of the titles, I always reach out to them first now, and I'm like, yo, can you get this? A lot of them, they're not quite in the door yet with these distribution companies, but anything I can grab from them, I will. It's mostly just foreign media books. They do sell a lot of the boutique label stuff, obviously, but they kind of cater to the German media book label, and they get a lot of cool used media books too. So I've got some pretty obscure stuff for reasonable prices if it's used. But yeah, they're just really friendly and nice and always go out of the way to do whatever they can to look out for me. So I purchased this one from them. This is the Living Dead film collection. Obviously, it's the Romero films. What do we have here? We have Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land, Diary, and Survival. So every single motherfucking one of them. I'm not a huge fan of Diary or Survival or Land, really. Land's okay, but the first three, can't go wrong. And yes, these have been released on beautiful releases from Second Sight and Criterion Collection and all those good companies, but still, it's nice to have this Midnight Movies, whatever it is. I think it's Midnight Movies, it's the company. Got your little lenticular Plaion, Plaion, some foreign media company that puts out some really nice box sets and stuff. So had to grab that. 'Tis the Season. Whip this one out because it's relatively new purchase. To All a Good Night. Kind of a tame, boring Christmas slasher movie, but I still enjoyed it. It's been years since I've watched this one, so I might break this out and watch this for the Christmas season. I've been watching a lot of fucking classic slasher, Christmas slasher movies. I watched Jack Frost the other night. I watched fucking Santa's Sleigh with Goldberg. That was horrible. Terrifier 3, obviously. So I'm just kind of in the mode for Christmas. But this one was little bit boring. I think it's got the dude, what's his name? David Hess. Yeah, he's in this. So can't go wrong with a psycho like David Hess. Rest in peace. So yeah, cool cover artwork too. To All a Good Night. Not a bad slasher movie. Oh my god, what did I do here? Looks like it got squished. That's the problem, man. Too much weight. When you put too much weight on the fucking pile, that shit happens. So I got to be careful and realize that, man. That sucks. I do have a lot of damaged stuff because these padded media books really just can't handle the weight. So yeah, I'm noticing that lately. It kind of sucks, but all right, just a couple more here. Death Dream, had to whip this one out. Fucking love this movie. William Lustig, so good, man. So good. Just creepy, grindhousey. Just a good war movie. I always say it reminds me of Sela Turcica, which is the director of August Underground. I always forget his name, but it's a great film. Similar, you know, you've got your war, Vietnam dude who dies, comes back. They kind of wish it that he comes back, and he does, and he slowly spirals into complete zombie cannibal madness, and great climax at the end. Just a fun, atmospheric, little weird oddball movie, really. You know, they can't really zombie film, not really. It's unique for sure. And Andy, I love it too. It's like, it reminds me of like my grandparents or like some New York fucking 50s family. Like, it's just so rootsy. I love it, man. So yeah, echoes a lot of like just memories of my childhood and my grandparents growing up in the New York area. So anyways, great movie. And then last but not least, we have this beautiful box set, J-Horror Rising. This is the new J-Horror set from Arrow Video. I watched a pretty interesting documentary on J-Horror the other night. And learned a lot of stuff about it. It was just featured a bunch of different directors and stuff. But disc 1, Shikoku Isola, Multiple Personality Girl. Disc 2, Inugami, St. John's Wort. Disc 3, Carved, the Slipmouthed Woman. I've seen that movie. And disc 4, Nori, the Curse. So 3 out of 4 I have not seen on this one, but gonna check this out for sure because I love me some J-Horror. Probably after Christmas, maybe. It would be a January watch. So anyways, there we go. All right, guys, bang that out for you real quick. Hope everybody's doing spadoinkle. Speaking of spadoinkle, I want my fucking Vinegar Syndrome haul. All I got was fucking Red Rooms today with no slipcover, which pisses me off, but I guess I missed the boat on that one. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like mad people are getting theirs, and then the anxiety starts to kick in. I want mine. Where the fuck is mine? I want mine. No, anyways, love you guys. Happy holidays. Stay safe out there in this fucking crazy ass world. Peace.